Yunli, a DPS that I pulled for way back in 2.x because I genuinely enjoyed her gameplay. I thought the counters were so cool. I thought the giant freaking sword was so cool. And yet now she's been relegated to standard. Oh, how the mighty have fallen. Though I will admit Yunli was never the best DPS in the game. It is unfortunate to see the current place that she's in. And so today our job is going to be to restore some of her former glory and bring her to new heights using, of course, the power of money. But before I can get into that, I need to tell you a little bit about today's sponsor, Enjoy GM. Are you tired of paying full price for your top-ups? Well, tire no longer, as Enjoy GM is here to save the day. All you need is your UID to top up. New users will get an 8% off coupon right off the bat when they start on the site, but popular games such as Wuthering Waves have up to 40% off on their discounts. And it's not just Huohuo, there are several other popular gacha games that are supported as well. Prices may vary per region, but you are going to be getting the best price possible. Enjoy GM also supports in-game routing, so if you still have your top-up bonuses, you will get them when you purchase on-site. With a high Trustpilot rating and being PCI DSS certified, it's a clear winner when deciding to spend money on your top-ups. If you would like to save money using Enjoy GM, be sure to use my link in the pinned comment or description to save money today. I wanted to start today's episode with a trip down memory lane. My initial premium Yunli team consisted of Sunday, Robin, and Huohuo. 2 characters to give energy. Where's the rest of the team? 2 characters to give energy, a strong action advancer, and 2 very powerful buffers, all providing significant benefits to Yunli. Now, this team is far past its former glory and definitely will not perform up to the standard that it used to have in MOC, which is unfortunate because this team actually has a decent amount of investment. Our Yunli has her signature light cone as E2 as well. Our Sunday has his signature light cone and his E2 as well. Our Robin is E1 with her signature, and our Huohuo is E1 with her signature. So this is, of course, a higher cost team. And so let's see how this older team with some significant investment does in today's MOC. Dude, you cannot convince me that Huohuo is a real sustainer. It's ridiculous, I swear to God. Oh, okay. Well, honestly, I feel like we would have eventually gotten a clear just after a significant amount of time. But Huohuo was holding us back a little bit by not protecting us from the doom of Flame Reaver. And so now I will lower and raise the stakes at the same time because this is, quite frankly, an outdated team. What every old DPS needs nowadays is a wheelchair. And so instead of the boring and outdated Sunday, Robin, and Huohuo, we will use Ashveil at E0S1, Danhung Permancer Tarai at E0S0, and Tribbie at E1S0. So this team costs significantly less than the last one. And yet I have a feeling that it'll do a lot better performance-wise. Play the clip. Well, thanks to our resident cowboy and company, Yunli was able to get a very respectable clear against Flame Reaver. But I am here today not to just clear MOC, no. I am here today to zero cycle MOC. And we've had our differences in the past, but I phoned a friend in to help me in this time of need. We've set our differences aside, so please welcome the host of Change That Archetype, me. Hello and welcome to a brand new episode of Change That Archetype. I, of course, am your host, Chino, and I thankfully have not found myself in the trunk of a car this week. Today's contestant is none other than Yunli. Woo! And we will be changing Yunli's archetype to try and make her stronger. Yunli is currently a counter DPS. No, Yunli today will be a break DPS with the help of Fugue, Ruan Mei, and the Dahlia. Now, there is no world with an E6 Dahlia where Yunli will not be able to zero cycle. He's not going to be happy. Okay, well, he couldn't get the job done. I don't know why I ever agreed to bring him back on here. That is ridiculous. How do you have a E6 Dahlia break team and not zero cycle? I mean, come on. Do I have to do everything myself? Yes, I do. Well, since our resident game show host could not get it done, I will be taking matters into my own hands, and we will be running a whaled out Hypercarry Yunli team consisting of Sparkle, Cerydra, and Cyrene. This is as much as I could buff this character, and there's absolutely no world where she should not be able to zero cycle this. So we are giving her everything we have to make her a meta DPS. Play it. And finally, after many trials and tribulations, Yunli has zero cycled MOC. It shouldn't have taken this much to do it, but we got it done in the end. Shout out to Cerydra, Cyrene, and Sparkle for doing 98% of the work, and Yunli for just hanging on for the ride. Overall, I think Yunli is okay still nowadays. I think she can be played in teams where she is not the focus, so to speak. I think that Ashveil team is actually quite good. You know, I know my Tribbie's E1, but even with an E0 Tribbie, I think it's still a pretty strong team. But there are just better Ashveil teams to play. I mean, Morton X-Blade is right there. We could have run her with him, but I don't really love playing Morton X-Blade without a healer, and the best healer to play him with is Hyacinth, and my Hyacinth's E6S5, so that's just not going to work out for these low-cost showcases, but I digress. Thank you for watching, and by the way, I am hosting a live stream on July 24th at 10 p.m. EST where I will be summoning for E6S5 Rin Tosaka, and I will also be doing an E0 to E6 showcase live on stream. It's going to be a lot of fun. I hope to see you there. But thank you for watching. Take care.